At Compliance Resource, we strive to be your most trusted source for all of your compliance training needs. To take care of your needs, we recently had guest speaker Terri Sands on to talk about effectively handling Regulation E claims for person-to-person payments. In this 2-hour webinar recording, Terri touched on how you handle disputes with items such as Bill Pay and Zelle and other apps with person-to-person payments, such as Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal. Take a moment here to listen to this section of Terri's 2-hour webinar recording that's available on our website, jaxcomplianceresource.com, in our compliance marketplace.
Well, thank you, Brent, for having me as always. So in terms of defining P2P, person-to-person payments serve as an online method allowing customers to transfer funds conveniently from their bank account or credit card to pay another individual via the internet or a mobile device. But really, if you think about where we are today, you as a consumer and, even corporate customers are really focusing on that mobile device. So as a consumer, think about if you took your phone and looked at all of the apps on your phone. I've got things loaded on my phone. Why? Because it's convenient. And what we have learned through all of the COVID mess is that this mobile device is super important. Now we're loading menus onto our mobile device instead of looking, at the physical menu. We're being asked to pay via our mobile device. In some merchants will only take payment if it's by the mobile device. They will not exchange cash. They won't do that at all. So we're in a world of person-to-person payments right now, and through COVID, it's made it more significant and more convenient, not just for the merchants, but also for the consumers. So anything that makes it more convenient, and now we're in a disaster situation, you're going to start seeing more P2P payments. With that, you're going to see more person-to-person fraud, and we see this through, we work a lot of fraud investigations, and we have worked so many person-to-person payment investigations on fraud simply because it's convenient. Fraudsters hide behind social media. They get people to do things that they wouldn't ordinarily do, and so person-to-person becomes a really great repository for these fraudsters. But it is convenient. It's here, and a lot of you who are on the phone are here because you're probably seeing an increase in P2P disputes, and that will continue. Person-to-person payments are very social. They're social payments. It can be sent using an email address or mobile number, making this type of payment ubiquitous. It's very easy. You can set it up. You don't need a lot of instruction in order to set up person-to-person payments such as Venmo, Cash App, which is really Square, but you don't need a lot. So all of these things are easily set up by an email address or mobile number. And again, an app is so easily downloadable today that you're just basically, when you download an app, you can do it based on your thumbprint. And so the scary piece about that is that, the technology companies, they do have our data. They have our fingerprint. They've got DNA. They've got all of this stuff that is normally would be difficult to get. So again, with the social payments piece of it, it does make it more attractive for fraudsters. So what does this have to do with social apps? This means that if a consumer attaches that debit card or provides an account for the purpose of transferring electronic funds, Reg E applies. So again, I can attach my account number just like I can attach my debit card number. The difference is plastic or no plastic, but all of that fits underneath that Reg E umbrella. Here's the important thing. It's training your frontline and back office that P2P payment disputes fall under Regulation E disputes. You have to ensure that P2P disputes are logged under your Reg E dispute. So making sure that when you log your Reg E dispute, P2P is really taking over their debit card disputes. And so when we get to talking about prevention strategies and mitigation strategies, it's really important because you can't just be in this world of, we'll take the dispute. If it's less than this, we're not going to we're not going to research, we're just going to give the money back if it's more than this. Those days are over, because those smaller amounts that you used to say less than this, more than this, those days are definitely over. And you need to make sure that your P2P is logged appropriately. The modern day world of this, with P2P disputes that have the debit card attached to the app, is looking at things from your third party to say what tools are provided to us that can help us, and then also you, Scripps, and then your consumers to say, hey, here's some tools for you, so that the next time you do this or the next time this comes up, you are prepared. That's either through technology or through just good old education, but that's the modern day way of handling these disputes today. So prevention tools. In your P2P dispute, again, focusing on prevention is just as important as focusing on dispute resolution. I can't tell you how important that is. And again, those 3 buckets are the buckets for you to really focus on.
That's just a small piece of what Terri had to offer in her 2-hour webinar recording. To hear the rest of that 2 hours, you can purchase the recording in the Compliance Marketplace on jaxcomplianceresource.com by clicking on the link in the description below. Until the end of 2020, we will be offering a YouTube exclusive deal of $50 off this recording with the promo code REGE50. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you again on the next video.